Welcome back to Midnight Club Part 6. It's I think 6. I hope everyone's doing okay. I don't really remember where we left off. We were supposed to be playing F123 Breaking Point today. Went to a concert. Yeah, I went to a festival yesterday. I'm tired. I don't want to do that, so we're chilling. And I'm leaving a little bit early today. So go to a buddy's house. So I didn't want to do anything super, you know. Anyway, we're going to chip away at these tournaments, I think, and just kind of see where we end up. I think we're at 69% complete, so we're getting there. 11 Canadian for a beer at a festival is not horrible. If it's a festival, it's expensive, but it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. Beat Raymond, win wagers, win 6 races in an exotic vehicle. So I'm gonna do the tournaments, see where the tournaments end up. Maybe we can win a free exotic car out of it, but if not, I just watched Bees for Build bought a Lamborghini Murcielago barn find and is going to turn it into an EV Tesla thing. My king.
You are my king. Weary face. Weary face. Weary face.
Weary face. Thank you, LC, for the 43 months. How are we doing this Saturday evening? Or Saturday afternoon for you, I guess. Yeah, it's like the car is destroyed. Like it was a barn find, and it's like really, really fucked up. Pup. Ooh. I'm wearing a pup shirt today too, actually, which is funny. The one I wore yesterday and the one that I bought at the show are both so covered in sweat that I couldn't wear them today. Also, the only shirt they had that I wanted was long sleeve, so that's not getting. That's not getting a lot of use for a while.
103, vehicle driving through a hotel.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Vehicle's a late model Ducati motorcycle.
No, it's not. 2 different car vents, had a blast, forgot our plastic. Yeah. Was it a Corvette car event, or were there actual cool people there? Laugh at my joke. I'm good. I'm very, tired. I could have spent all day in bed if I wanted to. Actually, I did. I was supposed to get up at, 3. Didn't do that. Whoop. What was the other thing? All right, it's gone. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Carol. Listen to this. Book's back in town. It's funny how things come around. Why should I care? Because he's been making a lot of noise. Anyone can make noise. What? You saying they let him back in? Eventually, yes. And when they did, he burned through everyone. He's the top dog right now.
Moon Eyes? It sounds familiar.
Now's the time.
Oh, is that JDM retro group? Well, I think Kate, it's like you know when a car gets enough reputation or a brand gets enough reputation that people get self-aware, and then there's a subsect of people that oh, Hot Rod. I thought I was thinking of something else. But I feel like there's enough people that I want nothing to do with Corvettes because it's all winga dinga 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 dinga. That now young people are just oh wow, cheap rear-wheel drive. I don't really give a shit. Treat. Yeah, I was just gonna stay in bed all day, and it was 5 o'clock, and I was I'll watch one more YouTube video and get out of bed. And halfway through, my eyes were starting to close. I was starting to fall back asleep. I don't know why I went this way.
You are in karmic hell right now.
I was I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to sleep. So I got up and showered. And Ow! Well, the Lambo they're using tank is like, it was a barn find and it's been like pretty well destroyed. So I think all they're doing is cutting the body off, and then... Oh, maybe through Alexi is why I recognize Moon Eyes, then. Ow! So I don't know why Moon Eyes, my brain went Japanese cars.
Is it part of your strategy not to win?
Yes, actually.
Let's see if you handle cars as badly as you handle personal relationships. Whoa, Leon. We are definitely not in a relationship.
Well, I was going to buy an S7, but I don't think I want to now. That makes me feel a lot less crazy, Elsie. I was like, where am I getting this from? But yeah, they're going to take a Tesla Model S Super De-Duper, whatever the fuck they're called, and they're going to put the Lambo body on it. That's actually going to be really cool. I like Beast for build, but I don't like everything they build, if that makes sense. Some of it's cool, and some of it just isn't for me. They do have a habit of cutting one car and putting it on another, though. But this one's kind of neat. I don't hate it. I wonder how heavy... Yes. My Fusion, if it even lasts that long. I gotta go get my summer tires put on still. It's the middle of fucking July. Glad I don't go anywhere.
Back to mopeds for you, I guess.
Well, that's bullying. That shouldn't have worked. I got full doodad now, right? Yeah. I wish I was brave enough to see how many checkpoints we had left, because I've only used like a little bit of nitrous. I made one mistake. I'll take second, I guess. Eagle Eye! Thank you for the follow. I never had aftermarket wheels. Where'd you get that from? I have like winter and summer tires, and then my winter tires are on like steel wheels. So I don't know if that's what you meant, but
All right, don't be late.
my car has 0 modifications to it, and it will remain that way until it's death, which might be soon. Attempt number 2. Forward. No. No way, dude. No, never. I've never had any sort of mods on my cars ever. I think I may have posted a picture of, like... Oh, wait, maybe in a 3D render that you're thinking of. Because somebody did render what my car would look like on, like... lots of spokes or something, and then, like, with a window tint or... Yeah, I may have posted saying I want my car to look like this or something, but no, my car is as stock gets. It is a base model Fusion.
Is your car stuck in reverse?
which is actually kind of based, because it means it's stick. It's 6-speed. Why did I fucking follow them over here? No! Okay. Dude, that other guy on the bike is fucking gone. Holy shit. Get in time. If you figure out how to undo years of rust, then sure. Like, the frame is so rusted, we can't lift it from the jacking points right now. Like, the car is gonna die. It's just a matter of when.
You came to LA for this?
Double also, I just spent $2,000 on teeth, so like I can't really do that right now if I wanted to. That's a 2011, but it was a work vehicle before I owned it, which we got for like $500. And very clearly was like left outside and neglected. Like, it wasn't well kept. And then I started driving it, and obviously it snows a lot here. Snow sits up against a rust spot that's already open for a couple of months, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. There is no saving this car now. I was like, oh, maybe I should, like... I did get that car for $500. My stepdad works in, like, auto body in my hometown, so usually if there's a good deal, he'll get word of it first. Elsie, I don't know how else to say that this car is borderline unsafe to drive any clearer. It is rusted to the point of where the frame will not be... I can't jack it up. That's why I haven't gotten my tires changed yet, because I can't do it myself. I have to go to a shop to do it. Where they have, like, centerless. It wouldn't pass tech, buddy. What the fuck? Okay. I thought the guy was wearing, like, an all-chrome. What's up, Danny? We're good. You get up by yourself. I am in a committed relationship, kid. Getting... Oh, you fucked that joke way up. Unfortunate. I think being on the bike is... Well... I know welders. Do they have an entire new frame? Do they have a brand new frame to put the equally as rusty body on? You're not hearing me right now. My stepdad is once again looking for, like, basically he knows the dealers around the city, like car dealers, and if there's a trade-in, like a shitty old rust bucket, they don't want to even bother, like, what the, why? Oh, we're gonna be here for a while. No. I was gonna drive it, and then, okay. So obviously I don't spend a lot of time under my own car, right? I'll get back into the trade-in thing in a second, but I don't spend a lot of time under my own car, so I was going to... Fuck me, I thought I could split the difference there. I need to win this first race. So, like, I went home, I think, was it September of last year? For my buddy Tanner's bachelor party. And, you know, the drive home is about 5 hours, 6 hours. If you take your time. So I'm on the way home. It all goes well. Thank you, Gabe. And then I'm in the city now, and I went to the grocery store to get some stuff for camp, and then I was going to drop it off at my buddy's house, and he was doing, like, pre-bachelor party, bachelor party, where we always kind of had a beer or two and played Halo together. So I went over there, and the evap from my gas tank fell off.
Craving gas or what?
Because the bolts and the mounting points had rusted through. So we needed to, like, drill holes in the trunk and get new hardware to remount the evap thingy. That's not the major issue, but that's the first time I've been under the car in, like, years. Because even then, like, just out of convenience, I would go, like, I don't have any place to work on my own vehicle where I live. So that's, and I didn't really have a friend with a garage or anything like that. So, oh, he fell. It'd be the first time I was like, you know, the first time I was like really going under the car since COVID. And then obviously at COVID, I didn't drive as much. The car sat, especially in the winter, which isn't good. It's bad. It's really bad. Because I was going to take my car to, like, Florida at one point. I was going to drive it to Atlanta. And then after seeing that, I'm really, really fucking uneasy about that. So, yeah, no, this car is never going anywhere farther than, like, my mom's or Toronto. I drove it to Montreal once, which is just not a far drive, and felt uneasy about it. So, yeah, I am, like, in the process of looking for a new vehicle. I obviously don't have money for one right now, but my parents said they might be able to figure something out. They found a what is it called? I think it was a Golf hatch. Oh no, it was a Mazda 3 hatchback. What do I have in mind? I don't care. I don't need a cool car. I literally just need a car. It could be a fucking Toyota Echo. I don't give a shit. But yeah, it was a Mazda 3. What's up, Sim Racer? Which anything I could just go on a road trip with. I really don't care if it's interesting or not. I'd like for it to be manual again, but like that's...
Stay out of my way, then.
It could be an Altima. It may very well be an Altima. My grandma's car is it a Maxima or an Altima? Anyway. But yeah, it was a Mazda 3 for like $1,000, but it needed $3,000 in work. And I was like, yeah, believe me, I have issues with rust buckets. A rust bucket right now, and I don't know if it is where you guys are, but I don't need a pickup, Kate. I live in a city. I don't see what you made me do. Oh, absolutely. I'd have to drive it for a maniac, at least for a little bit. It's like a prayer to the Ultima gods. But yeah, it wouldn't have made sense at that price, because those cars are not... Nothing wrong with a Mazda 3, but they rust real. Like, every fucking car I see on the road right now that's got paint peeling and it's rusted to shit is either a Mazda 3 or the Honda Accord, which is what I used to have that had the same problem. The paint, I guess the clear coat's not good on those, especially when they're black. Hello, Sim Racer. Goodbye, Sim Racer.
But you're slow. Real slow.
We'll be around. I am real slow. You're right. Yeah, with gas as expensive as it is, I'm not buying a fucking truck. You're a weird little boy. I am going to get a phone call from my stepdad saying I've got this here at a reasonable price, and I'm going to go, yup, and that's going to be the end of it. I want something I could go to MagFest with. Like, I don't want to have to rent a car every time I want to go anywhere. Well, like, Barry, what do I need a fucking truck for, dude? I don't do anything. I'd like a wagon or like a hatch just so if I go camping or something, I do have like cargo space, but I don't have any like what do I put in the truck? Like has been my... I don't know what you mean by that. What's up, Wolfie?
Hey, wow,
I don't think we're catching this bike, guys. No, we're not. The bike's a weapon, man. Get a mini truck? Dude, no. Not getting a fucking truck. I'm not anti-truck. It just does not make any sense. I'd rather the human space. All right, Roberta. Here's the skinny. Here's the deal. I went to a concert yesterday. I did a lot of screaming and a lot of singing, and I'm still very tired. However, it is tradition. This is birthday tradition. So we will do what we can. Chat, you're going to have to help me on this one. I don't quite have the screaming in me today. So, especially if you have mod or VIP. It's spam o'clock. But happy birthday, Roberta. Congratulations on your next year of life. We're going to bring it in the only way we know how. If you're wearing headphones, you may want to turn them down. If you have me coming out of your speakers, this is your only warning. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. That's all you get.
But then you
Happy birthday.
75% chance of winning.
I hate all of you.
One-on-1, and then add 66 and 2/3%. I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie.
Do they spell disaster?
And they spell disaster.
How did I know?
At sacrifice.
It's Roberta's birthday.
I'll wait for you.
What drives me fucking nuts is how I actively avoid the Steiner button whenever I press all the buttons, but yet every time I hear it, so somebody knows. So I don't know who did it that time, but somebody's well aware. Oh my god. Kate, welcome to the exact sentence that I am saying. Would you like a map? A drink, perhaps? So somebody has figured out that I've stopped pressing the button, and is doing it on my behalf now. You little marble brain. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Bike guy is the main threat. I fucking missed the checkpoint. I maintain this game has, like, some of the worst checkpoints in a video game that I've ever seen. Because this game has, like, is very... I don't say it's dependent on shortcuts, but they do help a lot, right? So, the problem with that is a lot of these checkpoints look like they're placed after shortcuts. So I'm like, well, I can't use that shortcut because I won't get the checkpoint. Oh, no, you will. The checkpoint radius is like 8 fucking miles. So, like, and that's happened before, too, where it looks like with a checkpoint that it looks like I have to get off a highway, and it turns out I was supposed to stay on the highway. Like, It's dumb. I've never wanted smaller hitboxes on a checkpoint before until this game. This is the only game I've ever been like, no, 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 the hitboxes are too big. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Where the fuck? Oh, shit. Case in point. Now I'm going this way. And I should have just stayed on the highway. All right, so what's my plan here? Get here. This is either going to go really good or I've just lost by turning the way that it looked like it wanted me to go. Still have a big lead. We just lost. This game fucking brutal, dude. Oh, okay. That's, yep.
We're like the kid who keeps sticking a fork into a socket.
Yeah, we just lost. God forbid I turn the way of the game. Literally arrow pointing to the right. God forbid. God forbid.
Hollywood's the boulevard of broken dreams.
I needed to win that because we were tied.
Now that's something you know better than anyone.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love the under checkpoints. I love how vague they are. That is Midnight Club. That's the whole point. However, you shouldn't be fucking hiding shortcuts behind the smoke of a checkpoint. Would have been fine. No, the bike was already long gone. I don't know if you could see the mini-map. The bike was already, like, almost at the line, and that's... Oh, goodbye. That's the one vehicle we needed to beat. We lost to either of the cars. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But the bike the guy we were... Lester, we were tied. He was on a different route. He was fucking G-O-N-E gone. I think, at least. It looked like he crossed the line way before we ever got to it. And it's my own fault, because I was like, well, it looks like I can go straight down from here. And then I'm like, no, because like the finishing line I saw was on a highway. So that doesn't make any sense. Oh, I almost just drove right into that guy. So this doesn't make any sense. That's why I made that one mistake. And then sure enough, no, that was the jump leading to the highway that apparently I should have known about. Like here, you see how the checkpoint's all the way over there? But there's a shortcut up here. So it would be normal to assume that the shortcut is too far away from the checkpoint. Oh, great. Even better. It's me. But I'm going to edit out the whole waiting for the frames to go away thing from the VOD. So and we haven't done anything yet. We haven't completed anything yet. So, oh, I can't restart the tournament because I'm on the line, by the way. Can I now restart the tournament? Yes. Okay.
Whatever you were in a former life, it was bad because you're always getting beat. Tell me more, Swami.
Oh, it's... Did I press a D-pad? I did. Okay. Yeah. Again, for those who are either newer or haven't been here during a giga frame drop, it really makes me angry. Like irrationally, I think Ryan would understand where I'm coming from, or anybody who's streamed who's had these kind of uncontrollable issues. I try not to like comment too much about it because I know people don't know any better, and like they make jokes and they're just trying to make things better. But like just let it pass. Let me know what you guys are seeing, obviously, as well. So because I can't see what you're seeing. I have like statistics and numbers, but It is genuinely, as a streamer, it is the most aggravating thing in the world. So like people who make YouTube videos are like, oh, stream must be much easier. I'm like, imagine having like Premiere crash on you all the time, but only for like 2 days, and it crashes every time you look at it. Like you can't even open it and get like to your save files, and you have no idea why, and you can never fix it. You can change programs, and it'll be okay for a couple of months, and then it'll come back. Well, that sounds terrible. Yup. OBS streaming is a constant battle of like tweaking and whatever. The actual content part's the easy part. The everything else part is hard. For making videos, it's the opposite. Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you make videos on the regular, Kaha, you know the deal. Anytime you do anything, Control S. So when it inevitably does crash, you're at least, like, 3 steps behind where you were, not 100. I don't get what, man, I don't know. Because, like, I used Vegas for the longest time, and Vegas was really bad. And then I got Premiere, and Premiere for the first, like, year or 2 that I had it was fine. Now it's starting to crash all the time. So I don't know if it's, like, because it's outdated and whatever, or... Because obviously, if you choose to... I'm not saying I've done this, but if you choose to sail the high seas for your video editing software, you're not really getting updates. So I wonder, you know... Yeah, I may have to look into Resolve. You're not the first person. Christina loves it. Yeah, Resolve, I've heard more than good things about Resolve. It's just like, I know where, like, it took me so long. I took, we did video stuff in college with Premiere. So, like, yeah, I was gonna get into that, Ryan. Like, a free program, obviously, you'll get the updates, you know. And if there is something that's causing crashing, they will fix it. Ow.
If you get hospitalized, I will deny all knowledge of this.
Fucking kill me, dude. $100 isn't that bad. When you think, like, Vegas used to be 1,000, like 1,200. But, like, I've been using the Adobe Creative Suite since day one, and I've been using Premiere since college. I don't know why I went this way this time. What the fuck else was I gonna say? I used Vegas before, but switching from Vegas to Premiere was a big pain in the ass, and now I finally know a couple things, and, like, I know how to do a few things, and I'm learning, like, tricks of the program. I don't edit every day, right? So that's kind of relevant. One day I'm just gonna get pissed off and end up getting Premiere, because, like, or Resolve. Especially doing, like, the little Instagram videos. They take way too long to render for some reason. I guess because, like, the aspect ratio is getting changed, and... that kind of stuff. But yeah, Premiere has not been running incredible like it used to. The ripple delete thing is really nice too. I use that all the time, and I don't know. The idea of learning another new program, even if it's very user friendly, is daunting. So inevitably, I will get annoyed one day for the last time and get Premiere or Resolve, but. I also kind of want to I've talked about this a little bit, where I built my streaming computer as a mobile, fucking shit, as like a work computer. A stream PC, you don't, unless you plan to use your CUDA cores for encoding, which if you're using a whole other computer, you don't really need to. Like, I'm using CPU encoding right now. Yeah, I want to use it as a workstation. So, like, if my gaming PC ever had an issue, it's not the end of the world. I could still get all my work done on this computer. But now, if my gaming PC ever has an issue, no, that's where, like, I'm still editing on this computer. I'm still doing everything on this computer. Because I don't have a monitor set up. Oh, my God. I'd be working off a tiny little monitor at a folding table, and I don't like that at all. I also want to upgrade the CPU eventually on my streaming computer, at least. I think I'm due for a gaming PC refresh. By that, I mean I'm going to build a new one and sell my current one. I feel like that's probably the more cost-effective thing to do. I could spend $1,500 in, like, upgrades, or I could spend $1,500, sell my old computer, and, you know. God, fuck! I was turning! But yeah, the long and short of it is I don't want to change programs or do anything super crazy until I know what computer I'll be editing on a regular basis. So right now I get footage and then I have to move it from one computer to another like 3 times. Yeah, but who said I was gonna do DDR5? And even then, like, I'm not doing it tomorrow. Like, this is something that I have to, like, I talk about spending money a lot, but when I actually, like, go, okay, this is, like, when I built this computer, it was months of planning. Keenan! Get back on the fucking bike. I looked over for a split second.
Gone on any singing auditions lately? You know, one of those reality shows? Bro, you are seriously asking to be humiliated.
But yeah, like I'll like get an initial parts list that won't be final at all, which will give me a budget, and then I can start saving. And then during the saving process, you know, I could start changing parts out or whatever I want to do. The only thing I've learned about PC building is I don't want to buy parts one at a time anymore. I want to get everything pretty well at the same time. My first ever PC I built, I bought parts like from Newegg and Amazon and whatever, because we didn't really have a computer store where I grew up. And paying shipping and taxes and everything on every individual piece. Well, maybe not taxes, but shipping and stuff. I'm sure I spent like $300 more in shipping than I needed to. And the even bigger, like, W in building a new PC versus upgrading the one I have, all new warranties. Right now, if my graphics card dies tomorrow, I don't have a graphics card. If my motherboard, I think I've replaced my motherboard, so maybe that's not the, oh my God, that's not the best example, but like if my RAM dies, I'm fucked. If my hard drive dies, I'm fucked. Minus like the inconvenience of those parts not working. It's just like I don't have $300 to get another one right now. Where do you buy stuff now? Canada Computers, Memory Express. I try not to get things online. I like to be able to like walk into a store. The prices are normally the same, and I like the idea of like something breaking, I can walk into a store tomorrow and go, I want a new one, or I have a warranty, and then get a replacement, not having to deal with RMA bullshit. And Canada Computers is the one closest to me, and they've been really good to me so far. So if you don't know what Canada Computers is, if the name doesn't give it away, it's basically like a Micro Center. What was I saying? I forgot where. But yeah, like the warranty is almost more valuable to me than the parts. Because before, if my graphics card like died overnight, I just call EVGA, worst case scenario. and it takes a week or two, but then I get a new graphics card. I don't have to pay for it. Now, I'm sure everything's out of warranty now. I think I read somewhere saying my RAM had a lifetime warranty. I don't believe that. I would very much love to be wrong, but I don't believe that. And I think my gaming computer is the one that I replaced the motherboard on recently. And other than that, everything else is coming out of its warranty period, even for the streaming computer, which I built in 2020, I think?
I know. Oversteer.
Oh, hey, I've just started throwing boxes out now.
Thing to waste.
Another thing, too, is, like, you don't really need the original box. I sent my motherboard back, it wrapped in plastic wrap in a random box that I had lying around. The only two boxes I keep now are, like, my motherboard box and whatever can fit in it. Because you have all your extra screws in there, all your little pieces. And then, Koha, yeah, the case. That's a really good idea. Oh, like a 10th of a second too late. Also, hi, Ryan. Oh, I'm a fractal enjoyer, too. Both my cases are fractals. I think... What's up, Chaos? I think this one's a Define C. And then... I forget what the other one is. I think it's a Meshify. Because I'm air-cooled on the streaming PC. I wanted something with a bit more air intake possibility. Which makes no sense. I should have went liquid cooled on one and not the other, but my budget was in two different places for, you know. Do as I say, not as I do. Oh, hey, building a PC was one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my entire life. From a background of, like, having people tell me I have no mechanical knowledge and I can't do anything. Obviously, I think building a PC is a bit different than fixing a car. More than a bit different.
Wow, you are terrible, huh?
I'm in second place. But, like, doing all the research and learning about everything and what parts fit with what parts and, like, hey, you may want faster RAM if you're going to get this processor and this, that, and the other thing. That was very fun. And, like, even now it's nice because if I ever need anything, I don't need to spend an hour Googling and rely on my friends. I can just do it myself. Not if you know, no shame if you have to. It's just, like, I like that I have that skill set now. And, like, I'm building other people's computers. I built my roommate's computer for her and... No, I'd actually argue that I had more trouble with my Hyper 212 than I did with my NZXT, whatever the fuck. It's a bit of a pain in the ass getting the fans lined up and getting everything and, like, holding the rad against the case and finding a place in the case to build it and whatever. Like, that's a bit of a pain in the butt. The tower coolers, though, my old one, I had to press so hard down on the loaded springs that I thought it was going to break it. So, like, I cut my fucking knuckles on the fins and... Yeah, I've used an AIO on this computer since day one, and the only issue I've ever had with it was one of the LEDs stopped working. And my warranty was coming out of, like, it was coming out of warranty in, like, a month, so I got a new one right before the warranty expired. But, like, I'm using a Hyper 212 Evo in my streaming computer, which whenever this computer is turned on, the CPU is at, like, 60 to 80% load the whole Jesus Christ, the whole time. Right? This PC works hard whenever it's being used. So, Crosswind, thanks for the follow. How we doing? And I've not had any temp issues, nothing. So, it's quiet. I honestly bought an AIO for my gaming computer because I could afford it at the time and it looked cool. Like that was the reason. I was like, I've never built like a sassy computer before, so I want it to look sassy. All right. I'm always like, I know enough about computers to like have a conversation with somebody about it. And then somebody comes in like, oh, ho, ho, ho. You had me and then you lost me. Oh. All right, lesson learned. Jesus Christ. Small. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. I think you're right, Ryan. Oh, I think you're right, Ryan.
Remember, bro, it's not over until the fat lady drops one.
Okay. I was like, I'm off the highway and I shouldn't have been. All right, chat. I'll see you in like 3 seconds. This is where I blew it last time. Fractal, I like Fractal because the case that like I bought, it just made it really easy to build in, like the pre-built in like tie straps and stuff. Like, as somebody who is really new to case like PC building, it made it very easy. So I've just been kind of going that route ever since. I will always buy a Fractal case. I no longer buy Asus or Asus motherboards. I'm sure they're fine, but I've had 2 of them and had issues with both, so. Yeah, I'm not a big cable managementer, oh hey, because when you get the PC built, you want to, like, start getting programs and stuff on it. I don't want to spend another hour or 2 cable managing, but all the pre-built-in tie locations and, like, there's pre-built Velcro straps in there and, like, places where they would expect you to be running your motherboard cables and stuff. So it's most of it's done for you. Or at least, like, you know, makes it very easy for you to put 2 and 2 together.
All right, you want home? I ain't tripping.
It's clearly not. It was midnight there for a bit. Now it's not. Yeah, I usually, like, test all the parts, make sure everything works, and then I spend, like, an afternoon.
What did I tell you, man? What did I tell you? Motorcycles are for the hard and fearless. It's a whole new level, dude.
Yeah, all right.
Dude!
A positive attitude. Good for you. Go race those posers at the car wash on Ventura. Practice makes perfect, or something like that.
Okay. Dude. Is it this? Yeah, series race. I want to get all the tournaments out of the way first. Carol is calling to let you know that Book is the city champ. Book? This fucking guy? Okay. Whatever you say. We got Oro. I'm skipping the wagers for now. I want to work on some of the time trial stuff, but we could do that another day. I may just have to take the L and buy an exotic vehicle. I was hoping we'd just get one by now, but I guess not. Time trials are still open. Wagers, time trials. Okay. I'm going to go do the Hills tournament because we've been putting that off for a while. Book T. I do not think he is the five-time city champ. King Booker. They should have changed the spelling of his name when he was King Booker. They should have changed it to King B-O-O-K-A-H. You had to say it. Fumbled the bag. Well, I mean, everybody at Thunder says it like that now, like in retrospect. Like, if I say King Booker, you're like, okay. And then you might figure out what I'm talking about, but it might take a minute. But if I go King Booka, you'll know exactly what I mean. I can hear the theme song in my head. An exotic vehicle in one of the tournaments. So that's my thinking too, Justin. So I'm kind of doing all the tournaments first and hoping something kind of comes to me. That thing with book seems very endgamey, so I'm going to avoid it for a bit. Career stats. Yeah, we are still indeed at 69% completion. Also, something crazy before I want to build a new computer. I think I want a laptop. I had a laptop I used for college forever ago, but it's still on a like a regular hard drive, and I don't feel like replacing it, and the screen's starting to fall off, and like there's exposed wires from the computer to the screen now. Oh my fuck, it's the same guys! Are they all in cars? Okay, yeah, they're all in cars. But it'd be nice to, like, if I visited my mom, right, and I needed to work cameras or something for iRacing, I'd have a laptop that could do it. Or if I wanted to go DJ at my friend's house, I have a laptop that can run the software. Like, I've been looking at, like, $600 laptops with integrated graphics and, like, 12 or 16 gigs of RAM, and it seems like it wouldn't be happy about running Premiere, but it could do it, you know? Like, it wouldn't be stoked, but I don't need it for games or anything. Like, maybe an emulator here and there, and that's about it. And it probably can't run the stream, like, I wouldn't be able to put my full graphics package on there, but I could run, like, a web camera and an Elgato, you know? That's all I really want to do. A used gaming? I don't know. I don't use computers. Give me the heebie-jeebies. Again, warranties. I thought about buying like a certified refurbished laptop. Especially laptops too, man. Like, you never know. You never fucking know how that thing was used. I know people who've owned laptops who like have taken great care of them and like whatever, and then there's other people who bought the laptop, turned it on, and it did not get turned off for years and stayed constantly plugged in and like, you know. It's not a bad idea. I'm not trying to shoot down the idea. I've thought about it. It just makes me a little uneasy. Especially if I'm going to spend that much money. TLDR, I want to figure out the bare... That was easy. I want to figure out the bare minimum of what I would need for a PC and then just literally get that. Under $1,000 for sure. Preferably under $700. Again, it does... Cowl. Simon? It doesn't need to, like... It doesn't need to run Crysis at 1080p, you know what I mean? Like, I will not be playing video games on this laptop, if ever, if at all. Chaos, mine from college is like that. Yeah, I didn't believe in, like... Yeah, I've never really worked on a laptop before. I've changed the CPU fan on my current laptop and looked into replacing the hard drive, but that's really about it. Oh, I got spun out. How? A guy on a bike hit me. A what? A motorcycle? Is he dead? No, he won the race. What? Yeah, I'm not spending that kind of money, though. Like, for what I looked, about like 750 Canadian or lower, you're not getting a graphics card. Is that why RJ texted me today? I'm not doing anything with Super Taikyu this time, but the group chat is for the Super Taikyu commentary is popping off right now. I was wondering what was going on. Uh-oh. I was like, this is all fence I can drive through, right? Nope. Yeah, like I've got two fully built. Like if I'm on the road, I don't really want to play video games. You know, it'd be nice if I could run iRacing if I had like a league or like off-road all-stars. You know what I mean? Something that I need to be at. But that's not why I'd want a laptop at all. It'd be to get some work done if I'm not at home or visiting somewhere.
You're so going to wipe out if you keep this up.
And or I'm not interested in mobile gaming at all. I have a Nintendo Switch with like 4 games I barely touch. So like I said, I might throw an emulator on it. That's really about it. Where do I turn here? Right. I shouldn't have turned it off. Excellent. I just want something that can run OBS with very minimal things. Like, for those who was here, who watched the stream at the hotel in Toronto when I went to Red Bull Ring Masters? I brought my laptop for that, and I was just running out of my laptop's webcam. And OBS was like, I can't do it, Captain. Like, it was struggling. So, like, the protest after... What did you do, you bastard? Fun fact, Ender, if you get threatened with a protest, that is a protestable offense, I'm pretty sure. Switch just for Super Mario Sunshine. Yeah, I bought mine for Animal Crossing, and then I still need to play Sunshine. Maybe that'll be our first, well, that's in contention, we'll say, for our first, like, single-player Sunday game. I am a Mario Kart 8 enjoyer every once in a while. My VR is not as high as I'd like it to be, but we're getting there. Yeah, in the Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Colt. It was Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy 1 and 2, or just 1? Either way, I hadn't played any of them. I played 64, but I was too stupid to, like, actually play it. So I just got somebody, like, my cousin to give me, like, beat the game or whatever. I forget how it worked. But I had a completed copy of the game, and I would just go into levels and fuck around, you know what I mean? Like, I never actually played the game. So if you want, like... fun little Let's Play of mine to watch from forever ago, before... I actually recorded it on the other channel. Christina sent me a bunch of pictures, so I wanted to send one back. She's on the way. She's got the racetrack in Atlanta this weekend. Yeah. So I recorded it there. So he survived you hitting him, got so confused that he... Okay, sure. But yeah, TLDR, I 100%ed, or I 120 starred 64. That was my first time playing through a 3D Mario game, front to back. The only other Mario game I've completed on my own, outside of, like, being 3 years old, was Mario World for the SNES. So, it was a really cool thing to do. It was very frustrating. I see what everyone means about that game now. The camera, no. The controls, sometimes. And if we do a subathon, I'd like to do one in August, but again, the whole internet thing, I have to come up with some sort of contingency plan if we start dropping frames for like more than 10 minutes at a time. If that makes sense. Like, what am I going to do if it's a 24/7 stream that I can't stream? But, like, while I'm sleeping, the idea was maybe have streamers from the community. Like, I would just jump. I'd have to ask Daniel how he did it, or some other people who have done, like multiple day-long subathons. But ask streamers from the community to maybe jump in and, like, do stuff in Discord, or... It's something that I always wanted to do. I feel like that game was, like, on my list. But the other idea was if, like, nobody was available at, like, 4 in the morning, let's say. Yeah, Skelly, but because he's based in, like, Australia, he had a lot of, like, North American people that were able to do that. I don't think we'll have, like, that much coverage. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? I'm like, well, I could just do reruns of old Let's Plays. I have all the video files. Then I could just put, like, a graphic on screen saying this is a rerun, I'm sleeping, we'll be back at around this time. Ow.
Tell me you ain't dead. Hello?
Oh! I think that may have saved me. I think Doc may have just won me the tournament. He sure did. Think if I would have... No. All the points were all over the place. I thought it was a lot closer than that.
Feel like a big man, right?
Yes.
What's up?
It's Brian.
How's your screenplay coming?
Let's just say I need to work out some aggression. Want to tear up Figueroa? My beats are itching to race. Later, tough guy.
There's so many just random fucking races in this game. I kind of want to do some time trialing. I mean, it's a racing game, Tank. It doesn't need a thick plot. It's just like, do a tournament. Hey, we want to race again? Smile. It's not necessarily like the things. It's just maybe I'm rose-tinted glasses. But it seemed like Midnight Club 3 had a much more structure. Of like, hey, these races are for fun or side quests or whatever, and then these races are progressing you through the plot or through the career. I don't know what does what anymore. Yeah, I don't think this was a game that the single player was focused too heavily on, because this was like I mean, again, I think a lot of people's, like, who have very fond and vivid memories of this game, it comes from a lot of the multiplayer. A lot of times when I play a game of this era, and I'm like, this game wasn't that great, or this game was overrated, or I didn't like it that much. People are like, what the fuck? What do you mean? It's a classic. I'm like, okay, well, why did you like it? And then they'll talk about the multiplayer. I'm like, well, that's just it. Like, I'm not playing the multiplayer because either the servers are down or I didn't play it at the time. You know? Burnout Paradise, great example of that. Not a bad game at all, but compared to 3 and Takedown, or 3 and Revenge, there's nothing to fucking do in single player.
Folks, friend, right? Want to try the time trial?
Where's breakfast? D's nuts. It's not a proper answer to that question. That's all I can think of. What's up, Toupe? Oh, yeah, you get these cars free. I haven't played Carbon in a hot minute, so I'm excited to give Carbon another whirl, but... I think the biggest culprit from what I've heard is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Like the Xbox 360 one. I don't even think I liked that game. Like, I'm not going to go out and say it's a bad game, but, like, the single player is very boring. I know what you're thinking, oh, well, it's just an event list, but, like, your favorite Need for Speed game, Hot Pursuit 2, has the exact same thing. Yes, but Hot Pursuit 2's tracks suit the cars a little bit better. What are we shitting on? Nothing. I'm obviously talking about... What's up, Tom? I'm obviously talking about Midnight Club, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm at the point of the game now where, like, I don't know what is progressing me and what's not. And I was talking about games of this era, people remembering or having very fond memories of, and you go, why did you like the game? And a lot of it comes down to the multiplayer. And, like, I haven't played Forza 2's single player since it's been new, and I guarantee you that if you went back and played Forza 2 single player, well, I'm like, wow, this game's not as good as I remember. You know what I mean? So I think this game, like, the reason why a lot of people look back on it super fondly, I'm sure has a lot to do with the online. Yeah, Tom, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I'm not enjoying the game, but, like, I didn't even like Midnight Club 3 that much in comparison to, like, what is it? In comparison to, like, Need for Speeds and stuff of that era. I would disagree with you on Driver. I really liked Driver, and I didn't play it as a kid either. I really enjoyed playing through Driver. Yeah, I think Midnight Club 3 is a better game. Oh, my nose. Keep an eye on the time, too. I'm going to Will's tonight. I'm picking up pizza on the way, so I can't be too late. Career mode, the motorsport game. Justin, I haven't touched it since it was new, dude. So that's why I'm kind of leaving that open. If I had played it recently, I'd be a little bit more confident in having an opinion on it. But I found myself, like, nights where nobody was online in Forza 2 having no issue playing career for a few hours. I really don't agree with you, Tom. You're entitled to your opinion. I played it pretty recently, and I never grew up with it. I played the demo a little bit, so, like, I was expecting to feel that. I like the story. I like how the game plays, like its physics. I like how there's real cars. I like the mechanic of switching from car to car. They worked the piss filter into the plot.
Yeah. What's up? This is Chung-hee.
I don't care.
Racing? Some of my friends are starting up a race series. Sounds like a plan, man. Where they at? Ventura. Trying hard to keep out of trouble. So hurry up.
Well, the way I played through Motorsport 2, I think at the time, is I refused to upgrade any of my cars. Because at the time, the AI didn't use upgrades at all. Like, if you were racing up against like a Corvette, it was a Corvette. Like, it wasn't modded. They wouldn't have extra tires or power. Whatever car you were up against, it's the same thing in Gran Turismo, right? Oh. Okay. All right. FM1 was overrated. Well, not overrated, but FM1 is not... I didn't enjoy it the last time I tried playing through it. The AI were either piss easy or would spin you into every corner. The AI weren't fun. And then I found myself either, like, getting taken out or not having enough time to win races that were close, or my car being so OP that it would just demolish everybody and everything. Ow. Maybe I'm weird. I mean... No, everyone... I'm in the middle itching my nose, that's why I'm kind of like not talking. But like, you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's the beauty of shit like this. So what I mean, like, Driver San Francisco is like would probably make my top 10 games. I don't know how high up the list it would be, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, no, for sure. And Tom doesn't like, it's okay. Just two different opinions.
Alright, fool. You feeling bold, huh? Let's see what this time trial racing do.
Well, however you feel, Tom. That's like my point stands. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't agree with you. It's two different things. New arguments. I'm too exhausted. I can't do it anymore. But yeah, to go back to what we were talking about before you asked that question, Tom, is there's a lot of games from early to mid, I think, Xbox 360, PS3 era that get looked back on very fondly. That now, if you went back to try to replay them, especially now a lot of these don't have active servers, I don't think they hit as hard. Like Burnout Paradise. Has anybody ever tried to play through that game like single player only recently? It's not bad. It's still very fun. It is, I don't think, as good as the Burnout 2, 3, and Revenge, at least. Like, if you said, hey, it's one of the best arcade racing games of all time, I still wouldn't disagree with you, but, like, going back to play through it in single player, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait. This game's gonna be... We're gonna be playing through it very soon, by the way. Like, it's gonna be the next game or the game after that. So I wouldn't even call it nostalgia, right? Because if the game was still, like, brand new and popping, you know what I mean? And, like, the multiplayer was still active, I'm sure, like, I'd be like, yeah, no, this game is good, that good, you know what I mean? But, like... Yeah, I haven't decided how I'm going to play through it yet. I have, like, 4 copies of this fucking game. I've got a Xbox 360 copy of it. I've got an Xbox One copy. You have a good night. I've got stuff to do. DC's going to murder people. I'm kidding. Have a great night, DC. Nice to see you. I've got an Xbox One copy of Remastered. I've got the original and the Xbox, the remastered copies on Steam. I need to look into it, because just because a game has bad reviews on Steam doesn't mean it's bad. I'll have to test it, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this PC version of Remastered isn't bad. It's just like frame rate elitists. I dropped from 60 to 59 once. Bad game. Or maybe it does have performance issues. I don't fucking know, but I'll be the judge of that myself. Streaming a game on a console is always easier than streaming a game on the PC. Or other way around. But that remastered, totally fair. Totally fucking fair. Honestly, like, that and, like, Hot Pursuit 2010 is another game I was talking about that a lot of people look back as the best Need for Speed of all time, and I just don't see it. Again, that's another game where Mike4568 was, like, my favorite Need for Speed game of all time. And I would ask him why, or Mike Polasek, as some of you might know him. And, is up there. I wouldn't, like, for me, Tom, not even that. Like, it's just a very okay, it gets good at the end, but, like, and the police stuff is fun, but the racing is boring as shit until the cars get fast, because the world was built around 200-mile-an-hour cars. So when you're driving an RX-8, all I can think about is, like, I haven't lifted in 15 minutes. But again, people who think that game is, like, top 3 Need for Speed, you ask them why, most of their, like, response, at least in my experience, is like, well, the online's this, that, and whatever. Like, I have no interest in playing this game online. They're like, oh, okay. And I see your point then. That's what I mean. And again, I'm sure, like, I'm not innocent of this either. Like I said, the Forza 2 example maybe wasn't, like, my best example. Forza 4 maybe be a better example of that. That's one of my favorite games of all time because of the online experiences and everything that came with it. Now that the servers are down or, like, kind of working, I don't know. I wonder how hard that game still goes. I'm sure it's not bad, but, like, you know what I mean? I did it. Yeah, I remember having... I finished Forza 2 100%. I got about halfway or 3/4 of the way through. I do want to do that as a stream, eventually. Pop in Forza 4. And, oh, sorry, I got a text from somebody I'm going to a party with tonight. And they're like, I'll pick you up. I'm like, I'm streaming until, like, 9 o'clock. But, what was I going to say? What's up, Nick? I was going to say... It's fucking gone. Oh, yeah, I want to finish my Forza 4 playthrough. Like, my childhood Forza 4 playthrough. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, Buck.
There it is. That's what we wanted.
Just another race.
Just another race. With a Lamborghini as the
Do I do it with bike or do I try car? No, I'll do bike.
Thanks, man.
Later. Hey, remember, I hooked you up on this.
Yeah, I was going to buy one, Tom, and I was like, I should probably hold off because there's a double edition one, which means we can win it, but I don't know if I can win it without needing another exotic. I think, yeah, perfect. I might not keep it, but I might sell it and reinvest it into another Murcielago. The fuck was I saying? But yeah, I think that would be fun. I think there's, like, still 3 or 4 in-game seasons left, so there's still lots to do in my Forza 4 playthrough. It wouldn't be like a Let's Play. I don't know what I would call it, but... Ow. It'd be a fun way to go back and play Forza 4 without having to commit to playing through the entire game. And then if I wanted to go back and play through the entire game at another time, we still could. And I do want to do that. I want to play through Gran Turismo and Forza all the way up to 4. Yeah, but, like, I was doing the world tour as a kid, Justin, and then stopped. Who I met today? I did not. I went to a concert late last night, Saturn. Nick woke up, started streaming today. I haven't been on Discord yet. What did I miss? Yeah, I would like to finish the season mode and then finish the event list. There's still enough left in both. How was the concert? I'm very sore, but it was fun.
Cool. See you on this side.
I crowd surfed. I went in the mosh pit a bunch. Yeah, my legs hurt and my arms hurt, so I was like, maybe we will not play F1 today. I was like, well, I could just play F1 on the controller, and I was like, people are going to get mad at me for that, and I want to play it on the wheel. I've been doing screenshot stuff in F1 on the controller, but... Oh my god, where do I go? Yeah, this was my first, like, big concert back post-COVID. I had a ton of fun. My favorite band, too. I think this was tomorrow. So basically, F1 and Midnight Club are switching. I might still do Midnight Club tomorrow. I don't know. I saw my favorite band yesterday. As a bonus, I got to see Billy Talent for the first time, which was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. The crowd was kind of weird. Like, they were playing, like, slow tunes, and people were trying to mosh. You know what I mean? It was like Baby's first rock concert. There was also, like, the main mosh pit, and then there was a group of, like, dude bro friends behind us who were too scared to go in the real mosh pit, so they were starting their own. But it was around, like, old people and, like, people who clearly did not want to be in the mosh pit. So me and, like, this group of three very pretty ladies I was sitting next to, we kept calling them Baby's first mosh pit. Shout out to the girl with the cool red hair I met yesterday. I never got her name, but and her friend who forgot to hit record while recording Snapchats. We've all been there. I remember my first beer. And then Weezer was good, but not as a headliner. Oh, they all wrecked. Excellent. Yeah, Weezer was like the most mid-festival headliner I've ever... Like, I liked it. It wasn't bad at all. But, like, all their songs are very, like, mild. So you go from Pup, who's, like, one of the best pop punk or, like, modern punk bands out there, in my opinion, to Billy Talent, who isn't really known for their heavy music, but it's still fast. They played a lot of first album stuff, too. I was going to buy their first album on vinyl. It's, like, one of my favorite albums of all time. I didn't even know they were still selling it. And it was $30. And I was like, oh, I could afford that. And then I went back after the show, and the guy selling the vinyls... I was like, yeah, I don't really want to carry a vinyl around all day. He's like, yeah, true. And then I went back after, and there was a box of pickups. I was like, you motherfucker, you could have told me that at the time. You shit of peace. So I would have bought it and came back later. Either way, I bought Pup's first CD. They're self-titled. What? Morbid stuff, Kids, Reservoir, DVP, Dark Days. Honestly, oh my, Sky. Honestly, like a lot of them, like, ooh, the guy who launched in the air and then 50-50 grind. Oh, that was incredible. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen an AI do. Their album Morbid Stuff, I think, is a great place to start. That's my favorite album by them now. I like their first album a lot. Dream Is Over is a really good album, too. But I think Morbid Stuff has, like, the best mix. Their new album's not bad, but they're definitely, like, it's a newer sound. Didn't even do the Tony Hawk sound. Go watch twitch.tv/DacDrTomGuy. Clearly a better live streamer. Oh, it's laps. Perfect. Jesus Christ. Why did I go this way? This was just the wrong way. Yep, the new B-sides are good. Again, they're definitely B-sides, too. Like, I could see why they didn't make the album, but, like, they're still good, so. And then they have, like, little EPs, too. Like, I don't know if you could see it behind me, but I have this EP Sucks Ass on vinyl. I have a record player. It's in a box in another room. Oh, my God. My man he did eat shit. It's in a box in the other room. I'm waiting to, if I move, if I have, like, a little, like, living room area. God damn it. But yeah, Weezer was fun. I enjoyed Weezer, but, like, coming out of a very rowdy mosh pit into, like, still pretty decently, like, heavy music into Weezer was not a good... wasn't good. If they would have opened, they would have never have opened. Weezer is, like, the biggest band there, and they should have headlined. But, like, if they would have opened and then had, like, Billy Talent and Pup play after, it would have been way better. I just got that. Peppered. Hello, Peppered. Thank you for the 73 months, Peppered. That's a lot of months. I can't even count that high. I think Puppet is subscriber number 1, too. If not, he's, like, first 4. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, though, right? Like, it just wasn't... They didn't lead into each other well. Like, I was tired and, like, really wanted to, like, get fired up again. And, like, the best part of Weezer is when they covered Enter Sandman. I thought they were just going to go... and then, like, play another song. No, they covered the whole fucking song. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't bad. Like they played Beverly Hills, like, first or second, and that was fun. And, like, Beardo says hi. Hello! It's just by, like, hour 4 or whatever of us being there, I was like, I'm bored. I don't want to be here anymore. We left a little bit early to go buy that CD, and then by the time, like, we were at our train station waiting for our stop, they had just finished. My favorite Weezer song is the one they used for, was it Gran Turismo 5 Prologue? But it was a remix. I don't know if that counts. I keep forgetting Jimmy's, like, a very early Aero adopter. These videos? No, I don't upload to Mr. Aero HD at all anymore. If you want to follow my, VODs or iRacing videos or whatever, !YT. My main channel got demonetized, and I really didn't like the people I uploaded for anymore. Well, not demonetized. I'll explain it in a second. Hold on, I want to win this race. It's been about a year since the last Mr. Aero HD upload. But I'll explain in but a brief moment. I want this Lamborghini. I think it's pig ugly. I think we are going to end up selling it. And Tom, you weren't supposed to tell them that, Tom.
Come on over here.
Fuck. I keep missing the collectibles going, that's no big deal. I'll just get them later. But, like, I could get them now. Uh-oh. No, Tom's lying. I don't think shadow banned is the word, but I think because I'd been in the algorithm before and I don't upload regularly, I just wasn't getting back into the algorithm anymore. But whenever I uploaded something that wasn't drifting, wasn't Forza, and I barely do any drifting anymore, and I don't play Forza at all. It never did well, so I was just like, I don't even care anymore. Is there another race? No, okay. The main issue was because I wasn't uploading anymore, my channel lost monetization. And because of, like, goofy fucking YouTube bullshit, GT channel now claims, copyright claims every video because it technically belongs to them. Nothing they did wrong, and I think if I really wanted to, I could go in and, like, email them and be like, hey, can you fix this or whatever. It's not worth it. Also, I was getting, like, I turned all my comments off. I kept getting stupid comments on, like, 6-year-old videos. Hey, there's a Forza 3 drift tutorial from, like, a million years ago. Someone's like, you used the wrong parts. So I'm like, man, I don't fucking care. No one's playing this game anymore. Why are you looking up tutorials in an ancient video game? Nobody gives a shit. Leave me alone. So I don't know. I was going to delete the channel altogether, but I figured this was the better of the two options. Yep. But yeah, TLDR, everything gets uploaded on the on Aeroteq now. Where my most viewed video was a Vigilante 8 Let's Play. Okay. A game that I thought was going to take a month and took me a day. I got to find a copy of the second game. Oh, oh, oh. I have a second Twitch, but it's... Well, I use it for music, DJing, because it's kind of how you do stuff in VR chat. And, like, any other weird off-brand shit. Like, sometimes I'll play, like... Not anymore, since they took down IW4X, but I'd play COD at, like, 3 in the morning for a bit. I'm like, I feel like streaming. I would stream it there. I don't really do that anymore, but it's there. The VODs for MC3? Nope. I can try, maybe try, like, fucking idiot. I can maybe try another time, but no. They all get copyright claimed, and I mean, like, I don't make any money off of my VODs anyway. I don't care where the money goes, but they're blocked worldwide. Yeah, they're also up there, Kwame. You can watch them there. The long and short of it was on a new channel with 500 subscribers. If I uploaded the same video that I would to the Mysterio HD channel, the 500 subscriber channel got more views. And it looked embarrassing to have, like, a 30,000 subscriber channel have a brand new video come out and get, like, 15 views on it. It's like, I'm ready to let this part of my life die anyway, you know? I did the name change and everything. I might as well just let it go. I'm grateful for everything that I did there, and I'm grateful for those who stuck around through that whole time, but it was time to move on. It is what it is. I don't know, man. I've said it a million times. I'm way happier now, and, like, if I wouldn't have switched to streaming, I wouldn't be making content at all anymore. I would have gave up and, like, went about my life, so, like... If it wasn't for Twitch and the people who did decide to come over and support me doing something different here and all that stuff, I wouldn't be online anymore. Oh, I wouldn't say would be online, but I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now anymore. And it's not even close. Like, I was already pretty ready to quit at that time, and then I started streaming, and then everything just got easier. It's like, yeah, it's a pain in the ass to get everything set up, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass to do this, that, whatever, but, like, if I put out a YouTube video that I worked really hard on, and thought it was going to do well, and psyched myself up that it was going to do well, and it did poorly, I took that personally, and you probably shouldn't, but I did, so that's just the way it is. Now, if I do a stream where I'm like, this stream's going to pop off, it's going to be so sick today, and it doesn't, I'm like, well, the people who were there had fun, and it makes it easier. Like, even streams that I do sometimes that, like, we'll do an iRacing stream one day, and it's just not going our way, you know what I mean? Like, whether on track or whatever, and, like, I'll look at the views, and the views are low. At least the people chatting are all still having a good time. That's all that matters to me. I'm not going to make it.
No sweat. I got this.
I'm not even close. Jesus. All right, I lied. I'm not that far, but. You may know the scene. To what are you referring to? I'm sure I should understand this, but I'm giving my brain 24 hours to completely come back from what happened yesterday. I've never slept that good in my life. That was the best eep I've ever had. I honk and shooed. There's got to be a shortcut somewhere I'm missing. Oh. I have an update. I have an ear. Chicky strips, let's go. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that video. Also, like, I don't know. Obviously, Twitch has also done this to this point now, too. But, like, YouTube went from a bunch of silly nerds, whether you were a vlogger or... Why were you sleeping in an SUV? But whether you were a blogger, like a video, like a video game player, whatever you were into, or skits, YouTube, like at 2010 was just like you got into it because you wanted to make cool shit, and then if you made money, that was a bonus. And right around the time where I started losing interest in YouTube was right around the time where like kids were getting into it and like this is gonna be my career, you know. And I don't want to say, like, things got cringy, because it's just, I don't know, that's not the right way to say it, but you started being like, how do I make a cool video? And it's like, how do I get this in the algorithm? How do I, like, I don't know. It wasn't fun anymore. Shit. Well, I think you talked about that a bit. I hope things get better for you soon. I fucking hate that for you. Having to worry about where you put your head down at night is the worst problem to have. But yeah, I don't know. When I switched to Twitch at the time, it felt like early day YouTube, where it was just a bunch of silly people who were like, I don't know, I like streaming, so I'm going to do it. Now it's completely different, but I think the trade-off is there is not a website now that has that kind of, like, creative innocence. Like, everywhere, regardless of what website you choose to do your work on now, or express yourself on, I think would be a better term, you're going to have, like, yeah, everything's very corporate now. Obviously, part of that corporate, like, structure has afforded me all the opportunities that I have, so I'm not completely, like, I'm self-aware. That's what I mean, though. Like, it's not like switching to Kick is going to get you away from Twitch being full of, like, corporate shit and, like, 12-year-old kids trying to be the next ninja. Like, it's going to happen everywhere now. Like, you're not safe anywhere you go. Well, I don't say safe, but you know what I mean. Who here watches Charlie, Penguin Zero? So I saw him talk about something briefly yesterday. That's like a great example of just how fucking weird this world is now. These two kids, or these three kids. Yeah, I used to watch him all the time, but now he's a glorified, like, drama YouTuber, and it's just like, I don't want that. But these three kids went up to a kid in a Target, I think, and said, hey, we're, like, affiliated with Mr. Beast. or we do Mr. Beast style videos. We're going to do a 30-second shopping cart challenge. Which, like, out of context, that sounds hilarious. Like, what is the challenge? Like, do I gotta eat it? Like, what? Like, what? Huh? Do I do a kickflip? Like, what? Where they blindfold the kid, and yeah, like, I don't dislike him, Toupee, but it's definitely not the same shit anymore. I didn't mind when it was like React content mixed in with other shit, but it seems like. He's like, I don't want to be one to get into YouTube drama, and every 3 days he's responding to some bullshit. Like, whatever makes him happy, but, like, because he's always been changing what he does for content, but, like, I don't know. Like I said, it just doesn't hit as hard anymore. Anyway, they're like, hey, we're going to blindfold you. You got 30 seconds to put as much shit in this cart as possible, and... what is it? We'll pay for whatever's in the cart. But the issue with that is, within 10 seconds, these 3 dudes just ran away. And it was a YouTube prank. I don't understand how that's a prank. I'm gonna be an asshole. Got him. You know, like, what? And you would think, right, the kids would, like, drop off the face of the earth, because obviously they're not a big YouTube channel. It's just a bunch of, like, loser kids in high school. Like, we're going to be YouTubers. It's going to be great. That's my main point here, is, like, that's kind of, like, just shitty in general. But,
Yeah, hello.
Oh, perfect. But my main point is that, oh, sweet, we'll win the car.
So what? I posted the top time before. I can do it again.
Well, you can find your boy.
These dudes
Santa Monica City Hall if you feel like
went on YouTube again. We're like, we didn't know the kid had a hearing aid. We didn't know he was hearing impaired. We didn't say we were with Mr. Beast. I don't know why everybody's so mad. You're making us look out to be super bad guys, and we're not super bad guys. I'm like, dude, I don't fucking care if that kid was like his dad was a multi-billionaire and this, that, whatever. Like, it was the kid's dream to be on a YouTube video like that. And that's a whole other conversation for a whole other day, that's what kids are fucking dreaming about now. But whatever. Life goes on. Like, you destroyed that child, like 10, 11-year-old kid, in public. No, I don't care if you knew he had a hearing aid or not. You're still an asshole. Like, how did you... Shut up. You can't win this. Yeah, Tom, that's crazy. It's not even big YouTube drama, to be fair. Like, I kind of got sidetracked in the conversation. That never happens here, by the way. We always stay on topic at twitch.tv/Aeroteq. Yeah. Especially over COVID, dude. A bunch of people reached out to me and were like, how do I get into streaming? I need to make some money while I'm not working. I'm like, well, by the time you start making money, there won't be COVID anymore. And a lot of people took it as like an insult, like that they couldn't do it. I'm like, no. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, it took me 10 years. I'm still not there yet. Like, I don't know in what world that you're going to start streaming tomorrow and start making livable money within a year. Like, it's just not... It's possible, incredibly unlikely. If that's why you're getting into it, then don't get into it. And instead of, like everybody I've told that to, I don't know if that's rude to say, but, like, got upset. And, like, took it as a personal insult. I'm like, no, I'm not saying that you specifically can't do it. I'm saying your heart's not in the right place right now. If you don't have, like, a unique idea or, like, a passion, like, you're going to put work into it, and you're going to try, and it's either you're not going to get anywhere with it, or you're, like, not going to make any money, and within a year, you're going to be burnt out, and you're going to quit. You need to really love what you do to work through all that. find a game, this game to play it, I can't. I am playing a very legal physical copy, so I can't help you there. It is a copy for the Xbox 360 that I am playing on the Xbox One. If you have either of those consoles, you still can buy this game on Marketplace. If you're looking to emulate it or something, I can't help you. I took the wrong shortcut. Yep, Tom, it is, and it's the complete edition. I don't think you can buy, you like have to buy the complete edition, digital. That's the only one available, but it's like 12 bucks. It's very cheap. Ow. And like, you know what though? And like, it sounds rude, but all the like the couple of people who did reach out, exactly what I said was going to happen is what happened. Like, hey, I want to get into streaming. I was like, all right, cool. What do you need help with? They're like, what kind of computer should I have? That's usually your first sign of like, oh boy. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've had friends ask me questions before, but like, how do you like maintain a viewer base? Like, what kind of game should I be looking to do? You know, stuff that you can't Google. Yeah, it doesn't Fallout 3 run like doo-doo butt cheeks on PC. What's up, Bill? I mean, it's Fallout on PC, but like particularly bad. But yeah, they're all real life friends too. So like, all of them who tried to get into streaming are all not doing it anymore, or have moved on to like doing TikToks or something that's like completely different. Oh, see, really fun. The reason I'm not doing F1 today is because my body is in physical pain. It's not too bad, but like I'm exhausted. I didn't feel like whipping my arms around for 4 hours, and I gotta go to. I'm going to Will's today, Liarwires, so I'm not gonna be here. Ooh, 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 ooh! Oh my God, no! Wait, hold on. By 0.09. Nice. I swear I thought we failed that. Give me my car, baby. Yeah. Tom, like, an afternoon of Google searches can get you set up. And you have stuff like Streamlabs OBS and stuff, too, where, like, if you don't know how to set up your computer for streaming, it does everything for you. New vehicles have been delivered.
Hey, this is Andre. Who's cracking on that racing thing?
I'm game anytime and anywhere.
That's what's up. Come on down to the beaches near Santa Monica City Hall and post up a time, homie. We'll see what it do.
If you're getting started, I don't think there's anything wrong with like a Stream Elements or Streamlabs OBS, either or. I haven't used Streamlabs OBS in a long time, to be fair, so I don't know if it's gotten like particularly shitty or what, but it was very fine when I was using it before, but definitely if you like want to do this long term, it runs like toots and like doesn't work as. I'm using regular old Streamlabs or OBS Studio now. I've heard good things about Stream Elements. I just don't feel like switching all my shit over. But with like plugins and stuff, you could always do more with regular OBS and Streamlabs or whatever. Said come do more time trials, but yet there's no. There's a couple of things that Stream Elements can do, Tom, that I'm interested in. At least one. There used to be I used to have a plugin to like show like current, like most recent subscriber, most recent donator, and it doesn't work with the newer OBS versions. But Streamlabs OBS has it built in. Oh, fuck.
Let's see what this time trial
We can win a bunch of cars here. If you don't have a webcam, give up. I would say a mic is more important. Actually, I was just about to say that. You know what's like... Gotta be like... And we have friends who are VTubers, who are interested in VTubers, and I don't mean everybody, right? I'm sure it's like this everywhere. But it seems like the VTuber community is the absolute worst right now for, like... I started streaming yesterday. I need to be a multi-millionaire in the next 6 months. Or like, hey, I'm going to be a streamer. I've not done one stream yet. I'm going to quit my job, and this is what I'm going to do for a living now. No! Don't do that! But like, oh, hey, I don't need a job. I'll be a streamer. Like, no! Don't do that! Tom, there is a lot of people who are VTubers because they don't want to show their face on camera, or they like the idea of like playing a character on stream, and they just want to be silly little people. I get it. There's a like group of people now who are like, VTubers are popular. I don't want to have a regular job, so I will be a VTuber because it's just an easy way to start making money. Like, I'll just be a VTuber. It's easier. Nope. If anything, now VTubers are popular, so I would argue it's actually more difficult. But, like, I forget. Well, it's not about not having your personality online, because, I mean, you can only hold, like, be in a character for so long if you're streaming for hours on end. But the main point I brought that up was it seems like that's a big community now. People like, I don't want to get into streaming because it's fun and I think it'd be fun. I want to get into streaming because I think it'll make me a bunch of money. Like the VTuber community, not everybody, but it seems like some of the worst offenders are there.
That clock is fast, man. No way.
Uh-oh. Oh, we got it. We got it. Mikey! But it's kind of fucking weird now. And it's not everybody, but I saw something on Twitter the other day. I don't know. I don't know the name of the tuber specifically, and I think it was a smaller community thing, which is good. But I think it was a smaller community thing. And I'm trying to remember all the details so I don't misquote anything, but at the same time, I don't really care. But the person was calling out another person in their, like, community for, like, being too sexual and, like, hey, we're lewd tubers, which is, I hate that. But we're lewd tubers, but, like, you don't know when to stop, and, like, you make me uncomfortable, and, like, not really calling them out for anything in specific, just saying, like, they're kind of a piece of shit. But the entire time, they recorded their call-out post in character, in their VTuber character. And I don't mean, like, they were, like, just using the screen. I mean, like, they were talking in an accent. They kept fake laughing, like, oh, you must be so blind. Like, it's like, how am I supposed to believe any word you say? Are you fucking okay? Like, are you insane? Are you a not sane human being? You are calling out a very real person of some very serious allegations. The minute you go, ha, 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 in a fake laugh, I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth after that. You have lost me permanently. Like, what is wrong with people? And the guy was like, okay, she's trying to call somebody out in like, private. I'll save you the time. It's me. And they've, on multiple occasions, the things that they've said that I've done, they've either condoned, encouraged. Yeah, they've been a willing participant in all of this. They're just bullshitting you. True, Toupee. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like I'm not. It's not a broad stroke, right? There are VTubers in this community that are totally normal and great people, but I think because it's where a lot of the most people, like, it used to be the Fortnite community, right? Where people would jump in and be like, we like Fortnite, I want to be Ninja. But now, like, people see dollars, like, VTubing is very profitable and it's very popular. So a lot of people who are like, I want to be a streamer, but I don't know what to do, I'm going to be a VTuber. So a lot of people who probably shouldn't be in this space are getting in this space. I think Tom said it best. You can consume the content. Not everybody has to be that person. Like, you can watch Ninja without having to be the next Ninja. You can watch Gura without having to be the next Gura. I go to Subway and have a guy make my sandwich. I don't go home going, holy shit, I should make sandwiches for a living. Doesn't mean you can't give it a stab, you know? I think if you want to do something, you should go for it, but again, I just think that's the result. You have a lot of, like, very weird, socially awkward people going, I can make millions of dollars from my house? And they get, like, one crumb of clout and one crumb of fame. It's like, oh, shit, I never had this in high school. And it just turns them into a fucking demon. That's why a lot of, like, air quotes, influencers get in trouble for shit, right? It's people who weren't shit for a long time, who finally are, like, the important person they thought they always were. And they get a, I don't know, say an ego or an attitude, because it's kind of trivializing it, but they think they're invincible. They think they can get away with everything. They're not being humbled on a daily basis like something you would with, like, a regular job or, like, you know what I mean? This car doesn't move. Bravado. Isn't that a beer? No, it's Brava. I was close. I don't know. This whole thing is in a weird place right now. Took me a minute. I was like, what the fuck is Ryan to... Oh. We're down here. Might as well do this tournament. Again, I'm trying to avoid the book stuff right now. So I feel like that's going to get endgame into motion, so I'm taking the time to...
All units be advised. 23103.
Oh! Ow! Ow! Gotta go! I thought I had just nosed the bike down. I didn't know I nosed it into the fucking ground. That's me. That's what they call me, Mr. Hollywood.
Let's see if you race as fast as you run your mouth.
Man, my mouthpiece might be a mile away.
I kind of want to buy the Ninja. It's 3 bikes. Honestly, it feels like I'm racing like the same. I wish that the 2 things. And maybe just it's like you don't know what you have or whatever. I wish the game was set to 1 difficulty. I wouldn't mind if you could change it from like easy to medium to hard, but like I really, really wish that like every tournament wasn't like easy, medium, hard. And like some tournaments just had faster competition that you needed to upgrade your car for. Because right now it feels like it scales. Like when I'm in the bike, all of a sudden I'm racing against bikes all the time. And like I'm racing against the same Celine, the same Lamborghini. That's not a game problem exclusive to this game. It's like I want to play one of the SBM. Tom, have you played that new COD game that's not COD? The name escapes. It starts with an X. X Defiant? Yeah. I watched an interview, not an interview, but like I'm still crashing. I watched a video of like explaining the idea of the game. They're like, we literally just want to make the COD that everybody thinks they want and see what happens. Yeah. So I've heard. But like I watched a video specifically on like their SBMM philosophy and like. They claim. I think what I read or what I watched was that there's SBMM once you're in a lobby. So like, let's say you go to Connect, it'll matchmake 12 players together and then skill base the teams from there. Yeah, so you can't have a team full of, like, unless you join with a party, you can't have a team full of fucking morons and a team full of sweats. It's free to play, right? I think it's on beta or whatever right now, but it's a free to play game, right? Yeah, I'll give it a try one of these days. The description I heard, it was like old school COD meets Rainbow Six, but it looks a lot more like Call of Duty than it does any other game. Yeah, it didn't look anything like Rainbow Six to me. Yeah, that's something that can be worked on, though. The issue with COD right now is that, like, people have, like, criticisms of it, at least of the multiplayer experiences. Like, hey, like, this is great, but skill-based matchmaking is kind of, like, ruining the casual experience of this game because every game is sweaty. And the older games were great because, yes, the teams were balanced, but, like, sometimes you got into lobbies with people way better than you. Sometimes you got into lobbies with people way worse than you. And that was the fun. Ranked is fine to have skill-based, but we don't want that in a casual game. And a lot of the current age devs are just like, yeah, it sucks. We're going to keep doing it, though. So I have a lot more confidence in this dev team to be like, hey, oh, okay. Gamer picture. Oh, a lot happened there. Oh, I got an achievement. Spin with the 10-minute. Brought to you by Jordan Brand. Incredible. Thank you, Michael Jordan, for the 10 gamer points. Yeah, I heard the hit detection wasn't great.
Hustler don't trip on reaching the top. He focused on staying there.
That's all I've heard about, negative I've heard so far about Defiant, X-Defiant, whatever. Ooh, ooh, we're good.
Who wants some?
I did the...
I'm about to skip, Playboy. Meet you at the start.
All right, player. It's game time. You all talking what?
Homie, I ain't just a player. I'm a player coach. You heard me?
I don't like that. The character-specific stuff. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's bad for Overwatch. I don't think it's bad for Valorant. I don't know if it would work in a COD-style video game. Just like I'm trying to picture team deathmatch with power-ups. Like it's, I don't know. I'll gladly be wrong, but like I don't know. Like, I never played Black Ops 4 though. To be fair, I was firmly off the COD train at that point. But like I don't know, like for games where, it's like there's a team goal. So like the way Overwatch works, or like Valorant is like search and destroy, basically like planting the bomb and whatever. It's like Counter-Strike. That makes a bit more sense because like team comp is important. Like if you pick like, oh my god, someone just did a fucking triple backflip behind me. If you pick like the best character in the game, even if everybody could pick the best character in the game, you're still outclassed if the other team like picks a hero that has things that could counter. You know, if the game's well balanced, you usually won't have that. In COD, I don't know, because like maybe if you just play objective game types, but like for stuff like just team deathmatch, yeah, I'm gonna pick the character that makes me shoot people better. Like I don't need a healer. We don't need a tank. You know what I mean? Does this guy have a damage buff? I take it. You know what I mean? But again, like our Rainbow Six is very like Counter-Strike in the terms of how it plays. You're accomplishing a goal. You're not just shooting more people. Like if you kill the whole team, that's great. But like the objective, I think, helps with the balance. Let's go see what Book wants. Do we go see what Book wants? Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the garage, and we're going to see what's going on with that Lamborghini. I mean, you have your names, Kwame, but like you know, like at least when I played Overwatch, even if you can't have everybody play Soldier 76 because you'll just get mollywopped. So yeah, you could play your DPS, but like you have to have somebody playing like a tank role or whatever. That's kind of the trade-off. So I just don't know if it'll work in COD. Or a COD-style game, I should say. If I can change the taillights, I'll keep the dub edition one, but if I can't, I'm getting rid of it. I turned the garage audio off, by the way, in case you're curious. You can't control the volume, and no. Okay, I don't like the hood, and I don't like the taillights, so I think we'll sell it. Or I could just keep it and buy one, for fuck's sakes. I've got enough money. I kind of want a GT too. I think this is the best car in the game apparently, and for the price it makes sense. I want to buy the Ninja because I think it's the fastest bike. Not really interested in the Cobra. I do really want a Murcielago though. Is there a hardtop, or are they all just? Man, I want to get a V8 Vantage at one point, and I didn't even get to that point. I could still buy one if I wanted. We don't really need an A-class car yet. I might. I might, just for fun. And then I just want the regular, yeah, okay, so they both have the same, like, stat potential. All right, I wasn't sure if it's Mitty or Milty. What's up, Milty? How we doing? Good evening. Yeah, I think this just comes pre-upgraded a little bit. So I think if we just sold, I might keep it, but we could sell this and then just get a regular Murcielago and be able to do what we want to do with it. But I kind of really want a V8 Vantage. Whatever, it's not that hard to earn money in this game. I haven't done any wagers or anything yet. I got so much extra cash. To build a car that I like, auto upgrade. Yeah, welcome on, Man Milty. Hope you're having a good afternoon, evening, wherever it is, wherever you are. I can't do... Oh, I think I have to drive with an exotic to unlock all these things. Yeah, so we can't do anything yet. That's okay, though. I don't really mind. My body we can't do any, like, visual upgrades yet. I think you need to, like, earn rep with that division, and then you unlock more customization parts. It was like that for the bike. We couldn't do anything to the bike, and then I drove around with the bike, and now I can do stuff to the bike. I love a V8. I love a Vantage of this era, and especially the V8. The V12 is objectively cooler, but the V8 is, like, one of the best-sounding V8s in the world. Americans will get mad at me for this, but, like, British and German V8s are just special. I was going to use these, but I don't know if I like the... That has writing on the inside of the rim. I think putting work wheels on an Aston Martin is the kind of dumb shit that I would do. What about these? Nice and simple. I like the CR Kais too, but there's no dish. Like, the things you can do with an LS engine, like, I'm not a fanboy, you know what I mean? But, like, listen to this car in real life, or like a Jag, or like an AMG Mercedes, or an Audi, like. I mean, yes and no, Salamander. Not in the current day and age. You can do a lot with an American V8 now. Like, a couple of snails and a little bit of know-how would be the cheapest way to make over 1,000 horsepower. Italian V8s are their own thing in terms of sound, exclusively. They're just not a, like they're obviously they're a V8, but they're not a V8. You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds so different. Like, it's like McLaren's V8s too. Like, they're just so different in how they're built. It's kind of hard to compare the two. Hi, Chadu. Bye, Chadu. I saw you were lurking. Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, that thing fucks, Toop. But, in terms of, like an American V8 sounds like an American V8, whether it's an LS, a Ford, or whatever. But, like, there's just something about German and British V8s. They just always sound so much more, like, growly and gross, but, like, in a good way. I can't make the car any lower. I can't slam my Aston Martin. This game sucks. And this has nothing to do with performance. Has nothing to do with, like, how they drive or whatever. Just basic. I'm just trying something. Just based off sound alone. I hate my one pet peeve in video games and with car customization are these people. I'm going to put on the biggest wheels with the thinnest tire. Ultimately, I don't really care. You paid, you bought your game. You play it however you want. But man, I think we're good. Yeah, I think that's enough tire. Speaking of which. Oh, I thought this game had Falcons in it for some reason. It does not. Yeah, every car is a donk if you play these games online. P0. I wish this made changes. Like, the only reason I'd put on Pirelli is because I know they're there. You'd never see it. Versus, like, a BF Goodrich tire, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same shit. Just that it has a BF Goodrich logo on it versus a Pirelli logo. Because, yeah, the Pirelli ones don't have, like, any yellow. Yeah, they don't have anything like this. I like some tire rating. That's my racer trait. Project Mew brakes because I hate myself. Materials and paint. I want gold wheels. Actually, I want to paint the car that color. No, actually, because our Mercedes is champagne. I love these cars in champagne. Like, maybe a bit more brown than it actually is. I'm a very large fan of a Aston of this era, of this vintage, whether it's the Vantage or the DB12 or whatever, the DB9, sorry, or the DBS, in like a champagne-y, like brownie, you know, brownie silver. Are we going again? No, we just had a little bit. We're fine. It was only 250. We're good. Brings the grand total of dropped frames to 17,000. I'm going to paint the car, and then we'll come back to the wheels. I think that's probably the better idea. Ooh, yeah, we'll do the interior after, too. Steering wheels. Both of these suck. Both of these are terrible. I don't like the flat bottom here. It looks a bit... I know it's a Momo, but it looks like a fake Momo. And then I don't like the 2 spokes. I think I want it to be 3. I want to change it, though. The brake caliper color. But it's can't I do that? Put Momo wheels. Yeah, the Momo wheel looks better than the other Sparko wheel. The other Sparko wheel looks too old. It's not old, but you know what I mean? Like, it looks like something you see in an older car. And we'll find out together. We'll do it as a group. Spoilers, no. Taillights, no. We got nothing yet. Exhausts. Slightly bigger hole, and then... What is this? Is it like a double... Is this like a silencer? There's no jag? Nope. I'd be happy because I think this game would have an XK in it, but no. Mean muffler. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, to be fair. What state? I love this as a plate. Taxation without representation. Iowa. We'll do this for Chev. We'll do this for Ian now that he's a corn enjoyer. DB9 Vantage. V8 Vantage. I might just leave it. I'm just going to leave it. I was going to put like a funny custom plate on there, but I changed my mind. Side skirts, nothing yet. Doors. Oh, we could... It's like what all those... Is this what lesbians are so happy about? I don't know what it is about lesbians and scissor doors that they like, because they're always talking about scissoring. Whatever they're into, I guess. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Whether you want me to or not. Oh, this is just pea. This is just pea colored. I wanted to do like a champagne. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's not quite what I wanted, but that's a bit better. You don't understand. I never do. They're just really into arts and crafts? Okay. Oh, we need to change like a lot of paint colors on a lot of things, but oh, that looks really good in red. Ooh. Ooh, can I do a two-tone black? Ooh, I don't know, actually. The black kind of makes it a bit more candy, but we could always just do... Yeah, I like that, actually. It makes it a little bit more candy apple. I don't like red on a lot of stuff. I like cranberry, if that makes sense. Like red with a bit more purple in it, or a bit more pink. But this just popped as soon as I saw it. I like the gold wheels on it, too. I wish it could be a little bit lower, though. But Tom's right. Those brake calipers will not work now. We got to change them. I didn't want to use Project Moo or however you say it because of like haha funny Japanese brake brand, but I don't think it's gonna work. It'll look stupid on this car. I'm gonna use a different. Let's use EMPs. Yeah, I like the gold wheels. They might be a little bit big, but the caliper's got to go. The caliper's got to go for sure. I would fuck around with the vinyl editor, but I don't care enough. I'm gonna get rid of the white walls too. I've changed my mind. I've double changed my mind. Brakes. Yeah, we gotta do Brembos now. Ooh, the gold disc. Interesting. Nah, I like the silver disc. It makes the gold wheels pop a little bit more. And I think maybe just down one tire size. Yeah, that's a bit better. Oh, I can't have a thinner tire. Okay. I wanted to have a 19, but I can't go any thinner on the tire. And then we'll do 285s back here. Why does it make it thicker? There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Yeah, I dig that. I wish it was a hard top, but we take those. I think we're good. I don't need the Lambo yet. I'm going to keep it just in case. Because I do want to, like, actually make a Murcielago, but there's no need to buy one yet. I got to go here briefly, but I will do, like, a race with this.
Right. EMP will knock out the power in all the vehicles around you for a few seconds.
Welcome back, audio. I'm going to regret not having zone now, but... And it makes cool V8 noises.
Mikey!
Hey, yo, listen.
I don't want to do that.
When am I not driving, dude? Come on.
Beat posted time. Beat posted time. We can win another car, but... what do we do?
I'm breathing deeply, Mikey. Give it to me.
Your time in the South Central time trial was completely destroyed, man.
Let's do the wager.
Good, man. You're the champion.
What's up, Katomi? You're in time for the last race and the first race with this. I'm going to a party, like... Oh, nope. I'll go to jail if I go that way. Yeah, the saw... I don't hate a saw... Oh, okay, that looks so much better now. It's just, like, a click too high, but... Oh, the red interior looks good now, too, with the red car. The red interior was a little bit McAwful, but now it doesn't look that bad. Why is the top hard? I mean, I'd rather the top be hard. Yeah, I think this might... I don't know if it went to A class, but, like... I wanted Advantage. I like the Advantage. What's up, 80? I want money, but I don't want to work for it. Wager. I'll go medium. You can't retry these races, unfortunately, so, like, if I could...
You at the starting line, I said, don't bunk out.
Retire. Give a good 401k. It's all good, Kwame. Have a good night. Yeah, it's Lirewire is having some people over. Twitch.tv/Lirewire. I don't go out much anymore, so I was tired and I didn't want to go, but I told him I'd head over there at about 9. It is now 9:05. Oh, that GT looks really good, too. It's like a dark green. I mistimed it. Oh, there's a lot of grip in this. Very grippy. I also thought this would be luxury over exotic, but okay. Oh. It's not a party. Like, we're going to play some double dash and drink a couple beers. It's not going to be super crazy. I'm driving, too. Oh, my God. I'm driving, too, so I can't have too much. Somebody, like, that's why who I was texting, and they were offering to... Spider-Man! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da! Didn't really do much. That sucks. Oh, I'm hitting those little thingamajigs, and it's resetting my other thingamajig. Still building up. I was not looking at the road. I took him with me. Oh. Is that ramp off the ground? It was like there. It had smoke next to it and everything, but it looked like it was like a foot off the ground. I went to look, but it was too... Oh, it's laps. Excellent. I am now clean. Hi, now clean, Amaro. I'm going to twitch.tv/Lirewire's house in about 2 minutes. Well, I gotta order pizza first, because then I can pick it up on the way.
Can you make that bucket go any faster, vato?
Will sent me some money, so I'll see how much he sent me, and then get whatever pizza for that. I've got 4 beers left after that Montreal trip in February now. I'm going to bring them. I don't think I'm going to drink all 4, but they're there. Yeah, I really don't think any of the power-ups are good other than Zone in this game. I think they nerfed everything. I remember if you used to use the Roar, people would, like, fly off 50 feet into the fucking moon. There's clips from when I played Midnight Club 3 where that happened. In this game, they, like, kind of wiggle a little bit, and then they're just... It's like nothing happened. At least Zone is, like, for speed. It's super useful for racing. Because you carry your speed, too. So, yeah, you go slow-mo, but in a corner you normally have to brake for. You just don't have to brake with the Zone. And you carry all that speed. Arguably more useful than, Nitrous sometimes. Catch up to me, come on. Oh. Yeah, there's like a ramp right here. Oh, no. I see the bottom part now.
You were first because I allow it. I'm still gonna win this, sissy.
Got him. I played Skrillex and his car stopped working. Ashton sleep. Oh my god, it's the weed number! Holy shit! Wrong button. That's the one. I can never win another race ever again. All right, gang. That's it for tonight. A little quick one. I meant to stream a little bit longer. I think it'll probably be about 2.5 hours in the VOD. That's a little shitty, but hey. 74%. We didn't get that much done today, unfortunately. But hey, there will be either tomorrow or next Wednesday. I think tomorrow. I think I'm going to do F1 next Wednesday after ESDA Media Day. I think that's a better idea. Thanks for watching. I'll tell Will y'all said hi. But they're adults now. I can't get there at 11 o'clock like I used to. I'm also bringing food, so. They always come back, Mitchell, but I appreciate the sentiment. I will send you lads and lasses. You know, we have never, ever, ever. There's two people that I'm thinking about rating. We've never rated